everybody.
Hey, Bobby. How you doing?
Hey.
Good.
Okay. Everybody trying to stay cool.
Yes, ma'am.
Louis, the swimming pool open yet?
No, not yet. It'll be open in another week.
Okay.
Another week.
Okay. What? That's after Memorial Day?
No, after Christmas. If you're waiting for a pool to open up in my house. That's the only pool that's gonna be open up in my house.
I heard that.
Yes, Lord. Bobby, your hair always looks so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You sure don't look like you've been working 42 years. I don't know.
Yeah, 42 years. Yeah.
I can't believe it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, who is that?
Hmm.
Who
Right,
that?
so we are live.
Okay. We have 5 or 6.
We have enough to get started. Yes.
Okie dokie. All right.
Justin, he's gone.
Yeah, he's just not on video. Justin is still there. Doris, if you want to get us started since Sheila's not here.
Okay, I move to open the meeting according to section 610.021 of the Missouri Revised Statute.
Richardson, second.
And would you like me to do a roll call?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Angela Banks. Here. Christina Bennett. Louis Cross.
Present.
Sheila Goodwin. Donna Jones. Beth Levy. Martell Mann.
Here.
Bobby Richardson.
Present.
Albert Sanders. Justin Stein. That's Justin. And Doris Walker.
Present.
Okay, so we do have 5, so we have enough to get started. Oh, we have one more trustee coming in. So I think what we hope to do tonight is a couple of different things. We wanted to talk first a little bit about travel, since it looks like we are going to have some conferences that are going to be in person this year. And it's been a few years, I guess since 2019, since any of the trustees traveled, and maybe some trustees new to the board have not traveled. So we wanted to cover a little bit of that information. So Terry Mays is here. He's our accounting specialist, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about travel and go over the voucher and just answer any questions that the trustees might have. A couple things that I wanted to mention before we dive into that topic is we have registered those who indicated they were interested in going to the Makers Conference. That'll be July 13th through the 15th. So those individuals, I think we had 4 individuals or 3 trustees that will be are planning to attend. So that registration has been taken care of. And so they do have on the site, they do have, if you go to the Makers Conference site, and I think I sent that to everybody, but I can resend it if trustees don't have it, a link where you can actually reserve your hotel. Looks like pretty much most of the food is taken care of. But everybody that wants to go would need to make their own hotel reservation. And there is a code for that. So I will send that out to those trustees again, just to let you know. NCTR, I do not see that as of yet. They have put out the registration for the trustee workshop in July. They actually just sent out a survey last week asking everyone's preference for whether they wanted to attend in person or virtually. So I'm not sure their intention was to be in person this year. I'm not sure if that's going to change or what that survey was about, but that was for the trustee workshop coming in July. And there's a link to reserve your hotel room, but not a link yet for the agenda or the ability to register. So I'll keep monitoring that, but I know we had some trustees that were interested in attending that program in July as well. So I will keep everyone posted when that has happened. All right, so then after we get through travel, then the second part of our agenda tonight, we will have our attorney representative, Matt Gearsey, to talk about fiduciary duty. So we will cover that this evening as well. All right, any questions before we dive in and I turn it over to Terry to talk about?
Yes, I have a question. You mentioned 2 trips in July. Which one is the Chantera and which one is the California?
That's Mapers, and NCTR is in California.
Okay, that's all.
All right, so Terry, want to take it away?
Yeah, it's been a while since anybody's been anywhere, so I'm a little rusty on some of this too. So we'll see what we got. I guess we'll just start putting the voucher up on the screen and
Okay.
we'll just go from there. This is it fills itself in, so we will happily send you, the link to it when you need it. I guess one of the main things is if you're traveling, the system will pay for the day before and the day after, not just the day of. So, you don't have to be somewhere at 8 in the morning. You get your day of and a day after. One of the most important things is just keep receipts. The IRS loves receipts, auditors love receipts. So if you can get a receipt, get one. That's pretty easy to do on your airlines and hotels. Now, some of the things you won't, the tipping the cab driver, something like that, but just within reason, and it'll be accepted. If we can go to page 2 of the voucher, you can see there's a spot there for 6 days of information, and it's all pretty self-explanatory. You can plug in the number; it'll total it all up for you. You can see it's got breakfast, lunch, dinner, beverages. You can get something out of the vending machine or whatever, and tip your drivers. So it's all pretty self-explanatory. That will total itself, and then it will kick it back over to page 1. It'll take it over to the page 1 and go to the bottom part of that. As far as advances, as some of you have known, we will do advances to you if you know what you're gonna, if you know your airline cost and your hotel cost are relatively close to it. If you want an advance, we can do that, or some just choose just to pay and submit it all on the expense account when it's done. Either way is fine with us. We can't pay those for you in advance. We can just give you a check. We can pay the registration fees from our office if we know about it in time. So like the Mapers, we've already paid that. If somebody wants to go to NCTR, we can pay that from here, so you don't have to worry about those charges. Driving, if you drive somewhere, keep track of your mileage. The mileage rate is 58.5 cents per mile. And I just checked on the IRS website just a little while ago to see if they've upped it, because the gas prices have gone up, but they haven't. It's still holding it at 58.5 cents per mile. And that's if you drive, like if you drive to the Mapers event, you get all that back. If you're going somewhere and you drive from your house to the airport, that's considered mileage too. So be sure and keep track of all that as well. The lodging, we've covered, you get your receipts on that. And essentially that's kind of it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll try to fill you in on anything. And if you have any questions after after we're done today, most of you can just call me at the office here anytime. I'm here all day, every day. So be happy to help you with that.
And this travel voucher and the travel policy was sent out with the meeting notice. And again, I'll resend it when I send the information for the MAPERS folks too, just so you have it where you can fill it out.
Yeah, and as far as reimbursements, we reimburse very quickly. So when you get back from a trip and you give us this, we'll reimburse you, almost immediately, So it won't be waiting around for us to reimburse you. And if you take an advance and you spend more than that, we'll reimburse you for the difference. If you take an advance and don't spend it all, then you owe us the difference back. That doesn't happen very often. You always spend more than in the advance, most usually. So.
Okay, anything on travel? Any questions for Terry while we have him captive here?
You keep me where it's cool. I'm not going anywhere for a while.
All right. Well, if no questions on travel, then I think we're going to switch gears then and talk a little bit about fiduciary duty.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I think this is probably something that would be a good idea to have a closed session on.
Yeah, so there's the motion.
You guys have a good evening and call me if you have any questions.
All right, Terry.
You're welcome. Good night.
Okay, to close the meeting, you want me to read it, Doris, or you gonna read it?
I'll read it.
Okay,
I move to close the meeting and that all records and votes to the extent permitted by law during the closed portion of the meeting be closed pertinent to section 610.21.21, subsection 1 of the Missouri Revised Statute for the purpose of having a confidential or private discussion on personnel matters.
Richardson, second.
Yeah, and I think for this discussion, it's going to be a discussion with the attorney. Okay, so I'll do a roll call. Angela Banks.
Yeah.
Lewis Cross,
yes.
Martell Mann,
Here.
Bobby Richardson,
Yes.
Albert Sanders,
Yes.
Justin Stein, and Doris Walker.
Yes.
All right, so we have 6, so the motion carries. Just do a few items here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt.
Yes.
Will you all provide a copy to all the board members of this presentation?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I will
Okay,
send that
great.
out to everybody.
Great.
So it looks like we are live again.
Okay.
I move that we close the meeting.
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you so much, Matt, and Sue, and,
Thank you, Matt. You
and
did a
Terry.
great job. You did a
Yes.
great job, Matt. Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much, and see you.
Yeah, thanks for
next
attending,
time.
everybody. Have a good night.
And listen, everybody, don't forget my birthday's Friday the 13th, so send me some kind of greeting.
Friday the 13th.
13.
Friday the 13th, that's right, because I need it on a Friday the 13th. Yeah, I'm a
Happy
Taurus.
97th birthday.
What you say, Al?
Happy 97th birthday.
97.
97, but no, not quite, not yet. Almost, but not quite.
Happy
Okay, you
early
all.
birthday, Liz.
Thank you all.
All right.
And thanks
All
for
Good
thanks for your
night,
time.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.